Make you sweat, make you Alright, guys, yeah, so this is Frank again. It has been a while since last we did a live stream. So today, we're gonna just give you guys a real quick kind of like roadmap updates for, excuse me, so kind of I'm having this bad cold. I keep coughing. It's really, it's really bad. Okay, so don't really feel like live coding or anything like that. I just wanna really give you guys a quick update. It's regarding the features that I've been working on for the last few weeks and for Linka AI. Yeah. So as you might have noticed, so basically what I've done is like I have uploaded a text txt file here, and then I asked Linka to kind of like generate a roadmap update for my SaaS. And just show you guys real quick. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not using cursor anymore. It just keeps sucks. It keeps sucking my head. Really, I just had enough. So I nowadays I mm, exclusively using root code. Yeah. So root code is like it's really fast. Mm, it's a AI code editor, not an editor, but kind of like extension here in VS Code. You can set up with a Google Gemini API. So basically, Google Gemini is very good at front end and back end programming, and it's just good at everything. And if you might have noticed, like if you use Claude 3.7 Sonnet, it keeps ruining everything. It keeps breaking your code base, everything. It gives you more. It always gives you more output than it should be. And most of the times, the implementation in Cursor, I mean, in particular for Claude 3.7 or 3.5, doesn't matter. It's just not good. So in my opinion, yeah. So that's why I have completely switched from Cursor to Rucode. Yeah. So right here, and maybe you guys should try. You guys should try Rucode as well. So thank me later, maybe. And anyway, so here's the update. So basically, I asked like what is it? Hmm? Basically, I was requesting Rucode to write a roadmap update txt file. So as you guys see here, so Rucode understands what I have been working on for the last few days or past week or so, and so Rucode wrote this txt file. As you can see here, it might not be accurate. So give this overview, nice overview. Then right back on Linka AI, so I just drop this txt file, and it generates this nice roadmap update. Yeah, it's really nice. So that's what I'm gonna go through here today. Keep you guys updated a little bit, like regarding the progress and everything. Yeah, by the way, let's check the live stream. So live streaming works. Yeah, so that's good. Okay, good. Overview. So project overview. Let's see. So we integrated the language models, different language models. Mm. So as you see here, Grok, Mistral, DeepSeek, and Gemini. Yeah, so that's very important. So I think these are the only language model you need. You don't need anything else. Mm. You don't need OpenAI. You don't need ChatGPT. You don't need Claude. In my opinion, it's just not worth the money. And you can use this high value model, at much more competitive pricing to achieve the pretty similar, pretty close results. And why not spending more money on OpenAI or Claude? So that's just my opinion. Yeah. So okay. Anyway, Grok, Mistral, DeepSeek, and Gemini. Yeah. So that's good. So let's go back real quick. So minimize this. As you can see here, I have added some kind of like shortcuts. So you can press Alt on Windows or on Mac option. Arrow up, arrow down. You can switch between the models. You can also switch between the how do you call it, like function calling. Yeah. So you see this blue icon here when this is enabled. So the language model will try to call a function to do like certain tasks. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. Let's talk it back. So here we have lots of language models. We have Grok, image generation. That's kind of cool. You can generate images. And you also have Grok 3 Mini Fast, Grok 3 Mini, and Grok 3, yeah, which are really good at reasoning and also good at most of the tasks. Yeah. So let's try real quick, like how to generate image. Let's say we wanna, what is it? Let's say let's create an image. Create an image of Elon Musk and Donald Trump eat ice cream in a McDonald's. Yeah. So let's hit enter. So it's gonna take a while and to generate this image. Yeah. So okay, nice. So so you see this image. So create an image of Elon Musk and Donald Trump eat ice cream in the McDonald's. I think it's just kind of like omitted, like McDonald's, maybe something like that. And also you see here there's a Grok watermark. Maybe I need to work on that, how to remove the watermark, whatnot. Mm. And here's that, the Grok image generation, which is pretty awesome. Um, then we also have Mistral and Pixtral. So Mistral is like really fast model, small model, and Pixtral is like vision model that understand image. And here, very important, we have DeepSeek V3 routed via Cloudflare, and that's a really cool feature here. So I have been using Cloudflare AI Gateway for the last few weeks, and the results are awesome, as you can see here. So basically, you can use Cloudflare AI Gateway to route your request to a language model or like AI provider like DeepSeek or Google Gemini or what else that we have. So you can have different. You can use Cloudflare to route your user's request to this AI provider. So that means it might getting faster. So it's gonna escalate your request. Ultimately, it's gonna give your users a better experience. So it's really nice. And you have this overview, like how much money you've been spending on all these chat models or language models you see here. So for this DeepSeek, we have just generated this report, and it has costed us like this amount of money. Yeah, so it's really nice. So for using Cloudflare AI Gateway, you can have this unified interface to interact with your language model provider. It doesn't matter who they are. It could be DeepSeek, it could be Grok, it could be Gemini. So anything is here. It has a universal interface. You can also integrate OpenRouter, OpenAI, Grok or Grok without K, Grok, Hugging Face, Google Vertex AI. So this is exactly what I've implemented here. So oh yeah, so we're in an image model. We cannot switch model. Maybe we go do a new chat. And let's just change another thing. Uh, it's weird, actually. It's kind of maybe it's a bug or something. It doesn't allow me to switch model. Maybe now? No? Something is wrong here. Uh, let's delete this maybe. This is kind of like bug maybe. It shouldn't be that way. I need to fix this. So now we should be able to switch model like this because it was kind of like cached in local storage. So we have this Gemini 2.5 flash thinking and it is routed via Cloudflare. So that's gonna give a much more uh, like faster access to this model. I mean, it is quite useful if you're in a country where Google is not available, for example, Gemini is not available, and you can use Cloudflare to route your user's request to Google Vertex AI, or it doesn't matter. It could be also Google AI Studio. It doesn't really matter. The difference between Vertex and the Google AI Studio is like AI Studio is like more consumer driven, and Vertex is like more enterprise grade. Yeah, has more advanced features. Yeah. And anyway, so this is like the integration. Um, let's try send a message. You there? By the way, this is not a streaming response because it just it's just fast. Maybe it's not fast enough for you guys because it's where I am. Like I'm in China, so I'm having this natural. I'm having this natural network restriction. Yeah. So if you guys are either you're from Europe or from US or from any Western countries, that's gonna be much more faster because this is, I mean, Gemini is really fast. I mean, it's really, really a fast, lightning fast model. And at the same time, you kind of like route this user request via Cloudflare AI Gateway. It's gonna give you more edges. Yeah, it's really good. So I recommend everyone just try to use Cloudflare AI Gateway to route your user's request. It's really good. It's a unified interface for everything you do. Just want to show you guys really quick what that is. So it's where is it? It's here. It's in the UDOS. It's Cloudflare AI Gateway. So just show you guys what this is. So basically, you can have Cloudflare to route your user request to any language model. So you can route to, let's say, so Cloudflare can route requests to DeepSeek. So, and this Cloudflare thing is OpenAI compatible. This is what makes really outstanding and extraordinary. So it could be anything. You could route DeepSeek. You could route any language model here. You can also route Google Gemini, Google Vertex. Yeah, so this is how it works. This is how it works. You can basically plug in and plug out. It's really easy, and so this is kind of like the structure. So this is the Cloudflare AI Gateway. So as you notice, I didn't. So I only routed DeepSeek and Gemini because DeepSeek API is really slow. I'm trying to. So for example, if my user So if my user is like, let's say in Germany, let's say, I don't know, Germany or USA. So if we wanna, the user is interacting with my SaaS, if I don't route via Cloudflare, so DeepSeek VPI is very, very slow. So that's kind of an issue. That's why I routed DeepSeek v3 for international users. And for Gemini is for anybody who doesn't have access to Google or Google Gemini. Yeah, so this is really good. So I only routed DeepSeek v3 and Gemini. Yeah, and for Mistral, it's already really fast, so I don't have to route Mistral. And for Grok, it's the same thing. Yeah, so I don't have to route them. Yeah. Okay, so that's the language model updates. Then we have this tools available. So I added more um, tooling. Yeah, so with as we see, function calling. Yeah, so actually we don't have web search yet. We just don't have web search yet, but we have like stock lookup. So this is really cool. This is really cool feature. So let me show you guys what it is. So here is a NVIDIA financial analysis versus US trade deficit correlation. So what it means is like Linka. So Linka is trying to relate the US trade deficit with NVIDIA's cash flow and balance sheet. And this is really valuable. So you can send any request. So Linka is gonna call this tool. So it's gonna running. So here it says running two tools to fetch the required data, fetch gathered data, and summarizing the gathered data. So data summarization complete. So after everything is finished, this is gonna generating this nice report. So it says creating the deployment job. So what that means is like it's gonna generate this stock analysis or any report and do the deployment with Netlify. Yeah, so let me show you guys what it is. So you can see here, this is a domain that we have a netlify.app. So this is hosted via Netlify. Yeah, and like same thing here, I have you can just generate anything, generate any artifact and deploy via Vercel or Netlify, depending on where you are. So this is really cool. As you see here, it says U.S. trade deficit trends. So technology exports like Nvidia's products represents a bright spot in the U.S. trade, helping offset deficits in other sectors. So which means the US is always buying more. So it's like importing more, but Nvidia is like kind of exporting more. So the whole world is buying chips from Nvidia. So Nvidia is kind of like export more. So that statistics attributing to the US exports. Yeah. So that's kind of like offset. So that's why it says like offset deficits in other sectors. I mean, which is quite logical uh, mm, and the points are right on. Yeah, so it's quite logical, makes sense. So it's here. Here's a graph. It's kind of like what is this billings in the y-axis. So here is the U.S. trade deficit. So you can see Nvidia's revenue has been really what is it? Steady growth, I would say. Yeah. So it's kind of like Nvidia's really. So that means Nvidia is really leading in this technology sector. So that it means Nvidia remains immune to the U.S. trade deficit. So even though U.S. is like importing more, but Nvidia growth is like always growing, and it keeps exporting. Let's say. So that's why it's kind of despite of U.S. trade deficit, Nvidia's revenue is still growing. Yeah. So and it gives this the conclusion. So you see here, as you can see here, it says NVIDIA's financial trajectory from 2000 to 2024 showcases the potential of the US technology companies to generate substantial value despite broader trade imbalances. So even the trade between the US and the outside world remains imbalanced, but still the US technology companies like still generating substantial value or revenue, and NVIDIA is one of the representational companies. Yeah, so it's really accurate, and all these data you can pull from Linka, and Linka has its tool calling. Yeah, let me show you guys the endpoints. So as you guys see here, we have this. So Linka has all these tools available to it. So see here, these are endpoints. Let's say for NVIDIA case, so it's gonna get this income. Oh, it's not income statement. It's what is it? Yeah, balance sheet. Yeah, so get stock balance sheet. Yeah. So you see here, it has this endpoint defined. So stock balance sheet statement symbol. So Linka knows the stock ticker of NVIDIA. So it's gonna call this function. It's also gonna call the cash flow statement. Here is the function as well. So that's why it said I'm running two tools to fetch the required data. Yeah, so that's what it said. So it called get stock balance sheet and it called get stock cash flow statement. Yeah, so it's registered in my Redis function calling tool. So you can see here Linka, so kind of a semicolon like tools here. So everything is defined here. So Linka understands when to call the function and when not to. Yeah, and these functions are actually defined here. Maybe where is it? I can't find it. Uh, so just wait a sec. Should be in the API maybe. So here, stock. So as you see here, we have this endpoint defined here. Everything is clearly defined and registered as tool. So everything is self-explanatory. Yeah. So here, Linka just understands everything, and the tool is defined here in the backend, and the backend endpoints are registered as tool in Redis. Yeah. And in this chat completion route, where's chat? So here's chat. So let's go to chat. Yeah, create chat completion. Yeah. So if use router light path. So when when we click analyze the stock ticker, so it's gonna set this variable to true. Yeah, so use router light path. So this is like a router. So it's gonna route this to available tools. So here it's gonna fetch the tools and fed into Linka. So Linka is gonna call these two functions. So generate and deploy HTML artifact and create data report. And this is a really, really complex logic going on here. Yeah. So I will not go through here. Otherwise, this live stream is gonna getting really long. And anyway, so let me guys show you guys the demo. Yeah. It's not only for NVIDIA. You can do anything. You can compare anything. You can compare any stock. Let's say we want to compare Alibaba and Google. Let's say Please compare Alibaba's Alibaba balance sheet and income statement are two separate things. And so basically it's gonna call this tool and, call this tool as well. Yeah, so income statement and balance sheet. Yeah. But since we're comparing two companies, so it's gonna call each function twice. So one for Google, one for Alibaba. Yeah. So this is basically how it works. Let's see if it works. Let's hit enter. Okay, it says, okay, I have analyzed a request. I need to gather data using 4 tools. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate because you need 4 tools, right? Like I said, you need to call each function twice for each company. So that's 4 tools. Yeah. And it says summarization finished, and now the background job to generate and deploy the Alibaba vs Google stock comparison report artifact has started. Because this is really long process. It's gonna use DeepSeek to do the reasoning and do the planning, how to write the report. Then finally, it's gonna write the HTML, CSS, and possibly some kind of like visualization as well. Yeah. So let's wait here while it's generating. We can have a look on the server maybe. So the server is kind of like working, and see here it's routed while Cloudflare and it's doing the work. Yeah. So we'll wait here and come back. I'll show you guys some more cool features. Yeah. So then we have this file type support. So basically we can support any file. So you can, what is it? Linka chat. Let's go to chat. So you can drop any file. So any file. So it could be PDF, it could be Excel, it could be Markdown. It doesn't really matter. So we can support these files. Yeah, it's really nice. You can use OCR. So everything is it's really versatile. Yeah. Of course, we have integrated Grok, Mistral AI, DeepSeek, and Vertex AI. So Flash via Cloudflare AI Gateway. That's really a cool feature. And we implemented tool calling, yeah, and artifact generation, image generation, and attachment processing. Of course, we have that as well. And chat persistence with Cloudflare Kiwi Store. Yeah. So let me show you guys what this is. Basically, it's actually, oh yeah, so it's generated this report. Let's have a look. So we can view this artifact. So you see, it compares, yeah. But this is hosted via Netlify. However, it only compares, so it only compares. There's no data visualization. So you can see here, everything is accurate, and the data is accurate. It's pulling the data from real stock market. And what is this accurate? I mean, these are not data fabricated by the language model. And well, of course not. This is yeah, it's coding the API, yeah, to fetch the data. It's accurate. Everything is accurate. Yeah. So of course, if you want, you can ask you can ask Linka to do some visualization as well. Yeah. So instead of just comparing the table, you know. Okay, nice. And back here, so chat persistence via Cloudflare key value store. Yeah. So what that is, and as you know, Linka is positioned as a mm, privacy first, uncensored. So basically, all your chat history are stored in your local browser, in local devices, and we, as the SaaS provider, we don't have the access to your data. I mean, in fact, I'm not interested in saving your data, you know, actually. So that's why we positioned this as privacy first. So the data stays yours, not ours. But, but sometimes you need to sync the chats to the cloud environment because that's where it comes in. Yeah. And here we have storage and database and a key value store. So everything we can save. The user can sync the chats to Cloudflare. So you see, all these chats are backed up. Yeah. So basically, you can go to your settings and uh, sync and storage. You can sync. Yeah. So because I'm now in this browser, so let me go to another browser. Try to log in a little bit. And so let's go to this page. Let's sign in. Okay, let's log in with a different account. Okay, good. As you see, this account has some chats as well, and right now it's saved in the local storage, as you can see here, Linka chats, and so everything is here. You can have the messages, everything. Let's try to send a message. Let's do some chats. Let's say here. How are you? Okay, good. So I'm an AI, so I don't have feelings yet. So anyway, okay, now let's back this chat. Um, Found 6 messages. Sync successful. Approximately 6 messages saved. Yeah, so that's nice. And if we go back to Cloudflare, and it should be saved somewhere here. Uh, but anyway, I will not show you here because it's gonna take time. But anyway, you guys confirm it has worked. Obviously, it has worked, and this user ID. We can check this by user ID. Yeah, and it should be has some right read. Okay, and it's really fast. It's really fast. You can back up these chats. So later on, I will implement this. The users will have 14 days to migrate. Otherwise, the data will be deleted. As you know, we don't want to store your. We really don't want to store the data. So I mean, it's a hassle to manage, and it's also most of the users they have like privacy concerns. Yeah, and it's quite important. Okay. Anyway, so this is the chat backup. So this is what we have like implemented. The user can, so when user logs in from a new browser or a new device, so they can use this feature to back up the chats to Cloudflare storage, key value store. And by the way, so if you're a developer, I highly recommend using Cloudflare. So Cloudflare is the, how do I call it, man? They're doing everything. They're like an internet charity. They're running an internet charity. They're giving so much for free, and I'll leave you guys to explore that. So all these are free, and you don't even need Redis because it's faster than Redis. It's really fast to write and read. It's really fast. You don't need Redis, and Redis charges a lot of money. I have to pay like 18 USD or something for just less than 1 GB data. And for Cloudflare, it's free. It's all free. Everything is free. Okay, cool. Yeah, front-end development built with Next.js, React, TypeScript, Taiwan CSS. Okay, anyway, mm, I'm not a Next.js guy. I don't really know anything about. I don't really know anything about what is it? Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to fix something. Um, okay, good. We're back. So anyway, I'm not a. Uh, so I'm not a Next.js guy. I don't know anything. I know some HTML, CSS. I know a little bit like JavaScript. So all my Next.js code is written by rule code. Yeah. Or let's say Gemini. Yeah, Gemini is more accurate. And nice, we have mind router. So basically, mind router is like a router. Mm, it routes user requests via language model to call the function. And this is really, really complex logic. Maybe we show this process in another live stream. Yeah. So then we have this artifact generation. Artifact is like facts are generated by the artificial intelligence. Yeah, you could have understand that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a quick demo here, just show you like how it's really capable of doing things. Um, and then Linka. So recently we have introduced this canvas feature. Canvas feature is like it's actually it's actually what we call like artifact generation. Yeah. So I have changed the name. So it used to be called artifact generation, but later on I find it like proper. It's more proper to call it uh, canvas. So for canvas, you can build anything. You can build a 2D game. You can build a resume. You can build a website. You can do anything. You can do a lot of things. Yeah. So let's say right now we want to do something different. Let me show you guys real quick here. Um, so here we have this. So we have a really nice article. Unfortunately, it's not in Chinese. Yeah, and it's an article. Basically, it's about the trends, the agentic SaaS, like why the agent is not going to be like agent. Everybody's talking about agent, multi-agent, smart agent, AI agent. Everybody's talking about agent. It's pretty hyped. And this article is talking about the agent is not going to be universally available or not. It's not going to be exploding in 2025. I think this article is really insightful and informative. Yeah. And let's say I want to I want to ask Linka to transfer this file into a really nice PDF report, potentially maybe using some visualization. Yeah, so it's gonna translate everything and do some visualization and do a little bit of reporting. Then we can print the report as well, and also we can just like we did here, we can deploy this report or this artifact we call it to Netlify or Vercel. Yeah. So let's say I'm gonna upload this file. And this is a really long file. So I'm gonna write it here. So repurpose this article in English language, and in particular to highlight why the agentic SaaS or AI agent, so software that can be independently calling the functions or do the work. So why the agentic SaaS or AI agent is not going to be exploding in 2025. So repurpose this article in English language and in particular to highlight why the agentic SaaS or AI agent is not going to be exploding in 2025 and potentially ground your thoughts using some visualization and making it printable. So basically what it does is like repurpose this article. So this article is written in Chinese and repurpose this article in English and understand why agentic SaaS is not going to be exploding in 2025. And also add some visualization to stress why not. Yeah, so let's hit the enter. Yeah, so it's kind of working. So in the end, we're gonna have some nice report we can deploy via Netlify or Vercel. Yeah, and so since we're doing now, we can now leave the page. Let's go to Netlify. Show you guys some cool features. Just check the server. Server is running. Yes, good. Server is running. Okay, so we have this deployed right here. So Linka has generated a lot of artifacts. Yeah, and so it's kind of like working. So why AI agents won't experience explosive growth in 2025? The hype vs reality. Yeah, so it's really working. So this is not the one. Maybe what is it? I want to show you guys maybe. Because Linka has generated really some nice report. I want to show you guys. So it's not the one. So here's another report generated like NVIDIA cash flow analysis. Um, not much like insightful thoughts or anything. It's just visualization. Yeah. So let's close this. See some more maybe here. That's not. It's a magic cube. It's another magic cube. Let's do the circ thing. It's a calculator. Here is another again. It's analysis between the U.S. trade surplus and Nvidia's financial growth. Yeah, and where is another one there? Yeah, you can really do a lot of things. So this is one of the reports comparing Nvidia and Google balance sheet. Yeah, they even highlight some really important points. Okay, nice. Let's check more. Here's another one, Apple vs Nvidia financial comparison as well. Yeah, so you can see this nice visualization, everything. Yeah, it even matches company's branding. Yeah. So for NVIDIA, it has this kind of color, and for Apple, it has this kind of different color. Yeah. This one is a little bit abnormal. It's not working properly. I don't know why. Lots of things you can do. It's really powerful. Here's another Alibaba financial report. It's really good. Okay, nice. So you see, why AI agents won't experience explosive growth in 2025? The hype vs reality. It gives all this the visualization and report and success rates of current AI agents. It compares average agent Claude, ACI, OpenAI operator, and human performance. So you see, this is a nice report. It's really good. Pass forward. So hopefully you guys get an idea how powerful is Linka's Canvas feature. Yeah, it's really, really powerful. And now we can deploy this report. You can share with anybody. Yeah, so we can just click share. And Netlify is really is mostly working better if your users is in Asia Pacific or you are located in Asia Pacific. You can use Netlify. Otherwise, you can use Vercel. Let's say we want to deploy to Netlify. We just click deploy. Boom, and it deploys to Netlify. Yeah, it runs on Netlify. Now let's say we want to deploy on Vercel. We just click here again, Vercel, and now it's on Vercel. One of the best let's say microservices platform. Yeah, so they're really good at hosting the microservices or front-end website like Next.js and everything. Yeah, cool. Look at this. It's really good. So OpenAI operator achieves only 30 to 50% accuracy in computer use and web browsing. That's true. You know, everything is aligning with the source language. Yeah. So everything is not fabricated. Everything is based on what's available in this article. Yeah. So it's really good. It's really good. So here is the report. I think it's enough. I think anything else is just yeah, we will discover later maybe. Yeah. Cool. I think that will be wrap up with this live stream. Yeah.